Hello and welcome to the Strategic Bookkeeper podcast. In today's podcast episode, I am going to talk to you about the fact that we are live in the Strategic Bookkeeper Transformation Program and how you can still take advantage of what is currently the foundation member period. But I'm also going to talk to you about other stuff that is absolutely going to help you to build the confidence to take action that actually moves the needle in your bookkeeping practice, okay? So please don't miss this one. Tune in and let's have some fun.
I'm Jeannie Savage, the Strategic Bookkeeper. I'm an award-winning entrepreneur, author, speaker, trainer and coach. After 13 years in practice and after scaling into a lifestyle business where I could choose my own adventure, I'm sharing my secrets to success, my secret sauce recipe on how to build a thriving practice, delight your clients and ultimately live your dream on your terms. This podcast is a companion to my book. In each weekly episode, I'll share strategies for scaling and success. This is your time to shine, to step up, to become a strategic bookkeeper and enjoy all the benefits it brings to you and your clients.
Hello, my friends. The Strategic Bookkeeper Transformation Program has opened and it is live. We are rocking and rolling. We have got foundation members in and we are in there working together. So what I want to tell you right now is that it is not too late to join, okay? So we're live, we're going, we're doing it. However, you can still sign up to the program. You can still come in and join, and it is also still the foundation member period. Okay, so for a limited time, we're going to have this foundation member period where you can jump in and join and you can get all the bonuses. Bonuses include a platinum level of certification. So you'll become a strategic bookkeeper with a platinum level of certification rather than gold or silver or bronze. That is also going to mean you get a platinum directory listing in our directory of strategic bookkeepers, okay, where we will be directing businesses globally and your ideal customers to go to that directory so they can find strategic bookkeepers as we build demand and desire for your services in the background. So all of that adds up to a competitive advantage, okay? So that bonus, your platinum certification and your platinum directory listing is another competitive advantage which is exclusive to anyone who comes through as a foundation member in these early days in the foundation member period. So the second bonus is a standalone course which is hourly to outcome billing. Okay, so you're going to get that included and you can choose your own adventure and use that first if you like, okay? And if you decide to do that, I'm going to hold your hand and help you around why and more. Now, included within that bonus is a bonus productize your services. Okay, so within the hourly to outcome billing, I'm going to give you productize your services. You are going to get access to a whole suite of my productized services so that as you go from hourly to outcome billing, I have given you all the templates to stack your value to be able to find, onboard and retain clients without price as a priority to increase your revenue and your gross profit and your net profit exponentially, okay? Like I did when I implemented all this to actually increase your client satisfaction exponentially at the same time. That dazzled me when I did that. When I went from hourly to outcome, or way back then it was fixed, and I got over, fairly quickly, I started to see the exponential change and increase in client satisfaction. I was like, I'm thriving more and my clients are more delighted. And the next thing you knew, I had my dream on my terms, okay? Now, a couple more things. I have done a series of podcasts which answer some questions about the program. For example, does the program help me build or renovate my website? Yes, it does. There's a whole podcast on that. There is a podcast on if you are super busy and you have no time. I've done a podcast on how to help you with that. But I do want to let you know that the program has been structured so I'm a busy mum. I built this program for me, for bookkeepers just like me, right? So I thought about being a multitasking mum of a special needs child. And so I give you ways to digest content fast and get quick, immediate results in order to pay for the program as you go. Okay, so I've also done a podcast on what does the program cost, okay? And in that you'll hear me say that the program doesn't cost anything because it's an investment that you'll get a return on higher than the fee. And actually I guarantee that, and I absolutely want to make that clear now. The program comes with a money back guarantee and therefore is 100% risk-free, okay? So I hear from bookkeepers who tell me about the goals they kick. There can be things that I've given them that within minutes they bring on a new client that brings them revenue in the thousands, and they've half or more paid for the program right there. I mean, there are a million ways that you are going to get return on investment day by day, week by week, month by month. Now, in terms of the program fee structure, look, it is another great reason to jump in early during the foundation member period, because while I record this podcast, and you can go to the podcast, What Does the Program Cost, right? That answers that. While I record this podcast today, I have structured the program to be $99 a week for a 12-month period, okay? And that is thinking back to myself at the beginning of Journey as a bookkeeper. I wasn't cashed up, I needed help, and I thought, you know what would have been great? If I could have paid a low fee per week and got a return on investment, week on week, all right? So if I could have just put in the work, kicked goals, and then been like, yeah, I'm kicking goals, it's increasing my revenue, my gross profit, my net profit, and therefore it's kind of helping me pay for the program as I go. Here's the thing. Can I guarantee that the program fee structure will always remain $99 a week? I can't guarantee that, okay? My top two values are courage and honesty, and very closely behind that is authenticity and kindness. So I'm someone that likes to lay all my cards on the table and give you, tell you everything, all right? Just really honest with you and allow you to work with me so that we can make the best decisions together. And so I'm going to be totally honest about the fee structure and say, as at right now, when I record this podcast, it is $99 a week, right, for a 12-month commitment. Now, that fee structure may change, all right? The program fee structure may increase. Yeah, over the years as I've built this, when I mentioned that fee structure, so many people said to me, you're too cheap, you need to be charging out way more. But it was in my heart, it was in my gut, and I reflected, once again, rinse and repeat, I reflected on myself at the beginning of my journey as a bookkeeper, as a woman, as a mum that ended up a single mum that realized financial independence would give me choice. Yeah, and I decided that is the structure that I want to use so that I can help as many bookkeepers as possible. However, I cannot guarantee that fee structure forever. So if you do come in through the foundation member period, you are going to lock that $99 a week in, yeah, so that you get that best possible fee structure for you. So that's something I've thought about for quite a while, and I have never shared it before. I'm only sharing it on this podcast, and partly because I feel like you'll know that sounds logical, right? Fee structures can change, they do change. But I want to let you know that I absolutely will not make promises I can't keep. All right, I have learned over my 13-year journey that in business it's really important to always under-promise and over-deliver, okay? So absolutely, when you join the program, whether it's during foundation member period or not, whatever the fee structure is, when you join up for that 12 months, that's the fee structure, right? So if it's $99 a week at the moment and you join up, then you've locked that in, okay? You've locked that in for the entire transformation program. And I know that there will be a lot of people globally that will be kind of going, holy cow, this seems really affordable. Like it seems kind of cheap, right? Once again, part of my desire was to try and make this program available to everyone. A lot of people wanted me to charge a flat fee up front. And I thought, well, way back when I was a bookkeeper, look, I scraped together money for something back then, but there are a lot of bookkeepers who will struggle to have the upfront money. And so I did it to help bookkeepers, okay, just like me, all right? So I guess I would like to share with you right now that if you come in during the foundation period, then you're going to lock that $99 a week in, okay? Now, I will be totally upfront and honest with you and say that none of us, can look ahead to the future and predict what the fee structure will be, okay? Whether at any time in the future when we look at our capacity and the amount of members that are interested in coming through, whether we need to pivot to raising our prices or doing more of an upfront pricing model, etc. All I can tell you is that today, right now, it is structured at $99 a week, and once you sign up for that during the foundation member period, that you're just going to lock it in, all right? So I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you what will happen later, but I can tell you that that for the 12 months, I guarantee 100% hand on my heart is that, and you will see that in the terms and conditions, is that once you sign up for the program, which is a lap around the sun, 12 months, you will lock in $99 a week for that 12 months. And you are guaranteed that, let's say 6 months in, we decide to change the program fee structure and it goes up, you will not have to pay the new fee structure, okay? And again, I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you what I'm going to do. I always want to try and make it as affordable as possible to bookkeepers, okay? But the world never stops spinning. Our businesses never stop changing. Price rises are a normal part of inflation and life. And so, this is the first podcast where I'm kind of sharing that, I will wrap this podcast up by saying that I would love to see you in the program. And if you're coming into the program, I think I talk about this all the time, but reading the book or listening to the audio book, which is less than 6 hours long, you must do that, okay? So even if you come into the program, you're going to see in the program that it says, please, please, please. The audio book's only 6 hours, so that's an hour a day for 6 days, or it's you can put it on 1.2 speed and get through it quicker. You can do half an hour a day for 12 days. But when you listen to the audiobook or you read the book, you're going to come to me as if you have gone through, like, I'm going to call it, you've done kindergarten or grade 1, and you are going to have this foundation of knowledge which is going to help you get bigger, better results faster. Okay? And honestly, when I wrote the book and my team read the book, they were like, holy cow, this gives us the foundation, Jeannie. This is everything. And I'm like, yes, it is. Over the years, I've absolutely felt like a crazy scientist, kind of a little bit alone in what I was doing and like I was the only one who understood. But once I did finish the book and my team read it and we started getting it out there, everybody definitely did begin to understand. So I want to tell you that whether you're going to do the program or not, please, 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 you must digest the book. And to completely finish the podcast, I'll share something with you probably around what I call mindset matters. So I know that our mindset and our thought patterns are just so important. And a few of the things there is you need to know what you need to know to take the right action. So bookkeepers come to me and they've got, say, the wrong information, therefore they're acting on the wrong information. And when they get the right information, they're like, holy cow. And then they take action, they kick goals, and they're like, wow. So that's an example of when we set our thinking straight. That one's quite easy. It's around just getting the right education and being redirected, right? But the other thing that I know is things like this. Sometimes this one's hard to digest. Even for me, when I'm having a hard day or a hard week or a hard month, life is 5% what happens to us and 95% our attitude to it. Yeah? You know, I'm big on journaling. I'm big on mindset. I'm big on mental, spiritual, and physical health and putting our health first, okay? And it wasn't so long ago, I was just kind of sitting down and reflecting because I have worked my ass off on getting this program built for you. 13 years in practice and over 3 years actually building the Strategic Bookkeeper Transformation Program, the podcast, everything. Okay, it has been a mammoth effort. And as you can imagine, I've had times where I've been like, oh my goodness, right? And as you come through and I ask you to read the book, I'm asking you to do something that takes a lot of effort on top of everything else you've got to deal with in your life, yeah? But one thing I said to myself is, I did the long days and I did the work to bring this program to you, and I journaled and I said, I did it. I just did an 11-hour day or whatever on top of being a mum, everything else. And I realized that actually when I got through a challenge like that, I was like, see, you can do it, yeah? And then I said to myself, you know what? I'm not afraid of hard work, yeah? In the program and in what I teach you, it's about going from working hard and busy to building income and lifestyle, right? And 5 years into my practice, I did that. Amazing. I chose to go back and build the program purpose for legacy because my top 2 human needs are growth and contribution. It has required me to dig in and work hard. And I'm going to ask you to make time to read my book. I'm going to ask you to make time to get in and slowly, step by step, let me hold your hand if you come into the program and go on a lap around the sun with me of learning and implementation, okay, and practice makes progress and celebrating your results. You can do this, okay? This is a book, a podcast, a program that has been built by a bookkeeper for bookkeepers. Don't be afraid of a little hard work. Don't be afraid of the pendulum swinging from one side to another in terms of balance. Don't be afraid of putting a little more effort into things like reading the book, yeah? And because I know the mummy guilt we get if you're a mum, yeah, around, well, now I'm doing this and I'm not getting enough time with my child. There's no such thing as balance, and you'll hear that in my podcast around free up time and get more shit done, okay? So in terms of mindset matters, because our mindset really does matter, absolutely, put in the work, yeah? Put in the work to get the results. Read the book. If you come into the program, doesn't matter how much time you have or you haven't got, because there's 3 things I want to help you with. That is profit, cash, and time. So over time, I will help you free up time, okay? Don't be afraid of a little hard work or a little more work in the beginning. Don't be afraid to lean into what I give you and start to work less, but work smarter. Yeah? Don't let the shame gremlins make you believe I'm no good at this. I can't do this. When you read my book, you'll begin to change all of that mindset. Okay?
I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have a question you'd like answered on my podcast, please email me hello@thestrategicbookkeeper.global. Did you know we have a private Facebook group called The Strategic Bookkeeper's Way? There you'll find bookkeepers just like you on the same journey where you can ask questions and get support. You can find more resources and how to work with me at thestrategicbookkeeper.global. All the links are in the show notes. Have a prosperous week, and I'll see you in the next episode.